right, man. Lamar Jackson, San Francisco 49ers go to 49er land. What is it? Levi Stadium, and they spank the hold on. They spank the 49ers. I mean, Brock Purdy threw 4 picks. You know, a lot of people had concerns about Brock Purdy playing from behind. And, you know, one thing you notice about the game is that, you know, San Francisco offense, it's a offense that goes by rhythm. It's a rhythm offense. It's a tempo and a tempo offense. Everything is going off of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going off of rhythm. So, um, you know, they get out, they get the play calls in. You know what I'm saying? They get the play calls in. All right. And then Brock Purdy is playing with an amazing rhythm. You know, they getting them play calls in. Then he's snapping the ball, he getting the ball out. Then they getting the play call in. You know, everything is just going on the rhythm for them. You know, it's on the it's just like they know exactly what they're doing. You know, and they get these calls in, and they got a great sense for play calling, and you know what I'm saying. So, and Baltimore broke that up with some turnovers, some batted balls, kept them out the end zone. I mean, they just their defense is very opportunistic. They had a couple picks. I mean, on one play, it was an illegal chop block, and what that pretty much means is, Kyle Hamilton got chop blocked, but he was engaged in a block, and Christian McCaffrey still cut him. When you engage in a block, you can't undercut another you can't chop block the player once he already engaged in another block. And he chop blocked Kyle Hamilton, who got injured towards the end of the game too. Hopefully he good out of Notre Dame. Um, he chop blocked him, but Kyle Hamilton somehow got up. Illegal chop block, by the way. Somehow Kyle Hamilton got up and he still made the interception. So, Ravens defense is really, really good. Lamar, he played really, really good. The numbers, I'm gonna talk about him being MVP and people having a problem with his numbers. The numbers don't tell the whole story about how valuable he is to that team. I heard people saying, well, he don't have the weapons that other people have, and then people was turning around saying that his defense is his weapon. What about the 49ers and Brock Purdy? They got defense, and a lot of these other teams, got defense, but at the end of the day, I just feel that I just feel that Baltimore is playing at a very, very high level. They're playing at a very, very high level. Um, and last night, they ran the ball good enough. Um, you know, uh, they stopped the run for the most part. McCaffrey had a couple runs. You only could hope to contain them. Uh, and then offensively, it was just at some point they got the ball rolling. It wasn't pretty. The run game wasn't sexy, but they did enough. Zay Flowers, the 49ers cornerback duo coming into this week or last week, um, um, they were the worst duo in pro football. They were the worst cornerback duo in pro football. So that's something to think about. They were the worst. So but but nonetheless, And the 49ers put up, they had the big numbers, 126 for Kittles. He had that big run, 58-yard play to begin the game, 113. You kind of carried that early in the game. I mean, Debo had a run or two. But, where Baltimore wanted that was turnovers. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 turnovers. I think Sam Darnold threw a pick and a touchdown. 5 turnovers. And Brock Purdy was sacked 2 times and knocked out the game, by the way. I think he'd be all right. And Sam Darnold was knocked out, was dropped 2 times in a short stint in there. So 4 sacks, 4 interceptions, 5 interceptions. I mean, you know, but it was after the when the second half came out, that's where Baltimore separated themselves. I mean, look, 49 scored 12 points in 3 quarters. After that, the game was out of reach. Sam Darnold threw a garbage touchdown. The third quarter is where Baltimore made their hay. So, that's it is what it is. But Lamar being MVP, people saying, well, he ain't got the sexy numbers he had once he was MVP at one point. But I don't think it's a per se a numbers thing. I think it's just how valuable is he. I think a lot of people, if you just going off the numbers, then you probably gonna say Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey. But 19 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, 63 QBR. He rushed for 695 yards, 5 TD. So yeah, I mean his MVP year was what, 2 years ago? Yep. No, yeah, it was more than 2 years ago. 4 seasons ago, or 5 seasons ago, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He rushed for over 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. So if you going off a numbers thing, then I mean, yeah, he don't have the sexiest numbers or nothing like that to be MVP. And I think I think CJ Stroud would have been MVP had he stayed healthy, but obviously that didn't happen. Obviously that didn't happen. So but I think, at this point it's probably Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey award to lose. But if we just talking about without looking at the numbers and who valuable, Lamar's probably been the most valuable quarterback this year. So that's my opinion. Lamar's probably been the most valuable quarterback this year. So, but that's just my opinion on it. But I understand if people, we in the analytics, analytical day and age, and the gaudy stats matter. He ain't top 10 or really, but pretty much nothing probably but rushing as a quarterback. So I understand why people wouldn't want to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. So probably Tyreek or Christian McCaffrey award to lose. But if you're talking about how valuable a player is to a team without the stats, I think Lamar should be the MVP. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the NFL playlist for more videos like this. Let me know who you think your MVP is right now. Peace. Who should be MVP?